Welcome again. This is URP Practical Talk, and I'm your host, Pastor Wendell Jeffrey. And this segment is titled Talking Practically. As billions of dollars in diaspora funds dry up, the Granger administration will find themselves in a very financially critical position heading into the 2020 election cycle. And they will be severely tested and tempted. It has been rumored that financial kickbacks from governmental contracts helped to finance the PPP campaign over the years. There are also talk about the notion that the PPP war chest is still financially flushed. This can be very unnerving to the current coalition and might cause them to think about creative ways to begin funding their campaign. Already there are signs that the coalition might be reflecting behaviors of the PPP as it pertains to the questionable ways in dealing with multi-million dollar contracts, court settlements, and other financial matters. The Granger administration must know that the country rejected the PPP in large part because of the constant accusations of corruption and cronyism. The coalition cannot engage in the despicable acts of corruption and secrecy and expect that the voters would be less critical of them than they were of the PPP. The coalition is losing traction because they have distanced themselves from the high ideals which swept them into office. And if they choose to go the way of the PPP, rather than return to those ideals, come 2020, they will be treated just as the PPP was treated. And that's talking practically. Doc, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Lessons on you another week?
Yes.
You look sharp again.
Yes.
Doc, we've been having these very passionate discussions, and I like to sit back and hear you speak from a position of subjectivity, having been there and done that, and so on. There have been some complaints as you travel across Guyana as it pertains to the land title and the lease transport and so on for ownership of land in Guyana. What's really happening out there?
Well, a lot of people we are having meetings and so are complaining they live 30 years, 35 years, 20 something years on lands, and they apply to get title for their land. They haven't got a lease, they haven't got a transport, they have nothing in the outskirt area mostly. But all over Guyana, this is our problem. And it is so sad. It is so sad to know that the people that who are complaining a lot about this are people who have been supporting in the last administration. Okay. Right? And still I don't know what happened with their brain. Still thinking about supporting the last administration. Wow. Many of them. Right? Now, if they were in power for 23 years, and the people who supported them, you haven't tried to make them right. You are not doing them a favor. But all what you had to do, give them a lease for their land. So that they can, if they want to develop, they want to go in agriculture, they want to do something, they can go to the bank and they can get some kind of finance from the bank because they will have show collateral what they have. Now, this has been happening all over. Even this present government are not addressing this problem. So how the people will be able to develop their life? What the URP are saying, this Granger administration should open itself and give these people their lease for their land or transport or whatever you want, but give them some kind of thing that they can be able to go to the bank and show they have collateral to start develop their life. They want to do farming, they want to do different things, they can be able to have money to do it. And this is one of the important things that the URP will address. And under URP government, URP will ensure that people has their right for their property, the land that they're living for so many years. They must be able to have their right, because that is development. Because you need to go and you need to get funds to start to do what you want to do in your land. But being like this now, although they got a brand new expensive house, but they don't have title for the land, so it doesn't make any sense. They can't get anything, from the thing. So it is important that people in this country should get title for their land. You either lease or either transport, whatever, so that they will be able to have something to show as collateral to develop their life.
Doc, as you speak what we call idealistically. You speak as though you're not talking about Guyana. What do I mean? Just about everything, for you to actualize anything in Guyana, you have to pay a bribe. Nothing happens if you don't give somebody some money.
Under the
table. I remember I went and found somebody, a guy in my house. I said, what are you doing in my house? He tell me he come to do some fundraising, some monkey story. So I took him to the police. The police arrested the guy, put him in jail. And then the police is asking me, young, and give me something. So he's being paid to do a job.
Yeah.
But still he's telling me that I must now pay him because he arrested the guy. Nothing happens in Guyana. So those people that want title and stuff like that, I guarantee you that the ones who would have gotten their title are the ones who would have
paid something.
You gotta, this is.
Well, this thing has to stop, Pastor. This thing has to stop. If you are being paid to do a job and do it sincerely. Don't look at favoritism. Don't look because I like this one and I like this one, or this one give me something and this one give me something.
I want to say something too, and I want to be guarded how I say it, because I realize it's happening. Under the last administration, things moved in a certain kind of way. However, people in this new administration are not as blatant. I mean, the last administration could bribe anybody and you could give anybody money and things and so on, bring lunch for them and and get your work done, right? Mm-hmm. Under this administration, the bribe is a little more, it's not as blatant. Mm-hmm. However, nothing is really being done, because while you talk about the fact that the persons can't take bribe or whatever, the people still want the bribe. So the whole system is now slowing down because people are expecting that you must find creative ways to bribe them. So nothing is really getting done. Land titles, situation, everything is moving around like molasses on a cold day, because these people have become accustomed that you have to pay me, you have to incentivize me. It's a way of life.
But we have to change that way, Pastor. It's just not the right way. And we have to change it. And there's a lot of hard work for us. Extremely hard work. It's not an easy job to change the situation. But we have to show love to our people. We have to show the careness to our people. And we have to show that we meant well. Whatever we do, we mean well in what we are doing. And that's what's important. Now, if you are leaders, you're government, and you can show that kind of love and sincerity and be truthful to these people and this and that, you would not be able to gain the trust of these people. You want to gain the trust of these people. How would you gain the trust of the people? You have to win the people with your love. Let them understand you really meant well. You really come here to do something. We are not here because of power. We are here because we want to see our people have a better way of life. As I always said, any country I go to with my family, and when I see development, My wife or daughter, you can ask them behind my back. You say, when I see it, I say, God, when my country will become like this? Huh? When would my country, Guyana, will become like this? And we have the most beautiful country in the whole Caribbean. With everything we have here, but we have extremely bad management.
That has always been our problem.
Right?
For 50 years.
50 odd years. Bad
we've
management.
never had good management.
Yeah. And we are not looking at it. People are asking the question, why is it these ministers and so try to steal so much? Why did they try to take bribe? Why they try to do all of these things and have property here, property there, bank account in this country, bank account in the other country? What would they do with all this money?
And the thing about it is this: they got all this money, right? But they can't really enjoy it.
No, you will never enjoy it.
Because they know that people know it is stolen money. So they have it, but they can't really enjoy it. They got to hide to spend it.
Yeah.
They got to put it in other people's names.
Yeah.
What is,
yes, and the people name that they put some of it into walkway with it too. Yeah. So easy come, easy go. You can't enjoy things. Thing that you don't sweat for, you will never ever enjoy it, Pastor. You will never enjoy things that what you don't sweat for. What you don't work hard for. Because whatever look, take reality. We all steal. We do this, we do that, and to become rich people. Who are we doing it for? Our children? Our family? Well, if we die tomorrow, all that you rob and you steal and so forth and give and left for your children 1, 2, 3 squander it out. So what makes sense? That is why I always say, look, the best thing you can do for your children, give them a proper education. Right? No matter how much it costs, give them that education and let them work for themselves. Because when you work for something yourself, you know how it comes, you will be able to appreciate it. When you get it just like that, you don't appreciate it, you don't value it. The man who passed away and leave it, he know what he did to get it. You haven't known, so you don't have no appreciation of that.
It's a waste of time.
So it is important for us to learn to be proud people. And this is what the URP are saying. Look, we don't want handouts from America and Canada from our family. We must be proud people that when our family come, we got something to give them when they come. Instead of we being a beggar. Because technically we are beggars.
We are panhandling.
Yeah. So many barrels coming in this country, how many money coming for their family, and the family lay back, relaxing. They don't want even to work, some of them in this country, because they're getting free money. So you become
there's not much to do either. I mean, what is there?
Well, that's true too.
What is there?
That's true.
Doc, we have a situation where the folks are complaining that some of these work that are being done in the outlying areas, in the communities, that the local folks are not benefiting from the work. So a lot of work, bridges, renovations, and so on are being done, but the local people are not benefiting. How do you think that the government, now that you have the local government elections that have passed, and you have local people, how do you think the government can manage the situation?
Well, the local government election that passed will not make no difference, Pastor. It's the same people running the same local government again.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, you didn't have local government for 20-something years.
Yeah.
You have local government now. So that every area now has a representative. That representative is supposed to know what is happening in that area.
Yeah,
so that when jobs are coming in the area, especially government jobs from the central government, that person is supposed to say, look, take on 10 people from my area.
Yeah, but Pastor, the same people who was there for the 20-something year they didn't have election. And the same people is back there again. So how would you expect them to think differently? They don't have no way of thinking differently. What the URP are saying, if you go into an area and they have to build a bridge,
Correct.
and you have to get a coke or a pipe at the bottom, you should go there, consult with the people. Look, we have to build this bridge. Right? Because I went in Tree Friend area the other day, and the same time they were building a bridge, and the people had a lot of saying to say, how come these people didn't tell us they come in and build the bridge? Because where they're building the bridge, they throw sand and they put a pipe, the water will be washing out the sand. In no time the bridge will finish.
Wow.
You know? So the people are very angry in the area. So you should go and consult with these people in the area. If you want to build a bridge, tell them, look, we want to build a bridge. How you all suggest we should build it?
And
Right?
what I'm saying,
You know,
we're talking about
yeah,
progress.
yeah.
Somebody in the area would have to coordinate that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, central government, the engineer department is going to, the Ministry of Works will be doing a bridge in Tree Friends, for instance. So the Ministry of Works call the local representative for that area and say, look, we plan to build a bridge. Can we have a site visit of people around the area? You understand what I mean?
Definitely.
Because the central government don't really know the people in that area.
No.
But now that you have had local government elections, you have a contact person in the area.
Yeah.
We're talking about progress, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, those are some of the issues that are happening. People should be consulted in that area before any work done in those areas. Besides that, people are not very happy because government will give out a contract. People bid for a contract to build a bridge or build a road or dam or something in that area, dig the drain. And where they have to have a lot of employees. They might have to get 20, 30, 40 employees to do a job. Now, what the people are saying, and I agree with them, what they are saying that, look, if government giving out a contract, people who bid for that contract, you should be able to have an agreement with the contract to seek everybody in that area, you know, who's seeking employment, put an advertisement. Look, we have laborers. You know, in this area, we want 10 laborers or we want 20 laborers. You know, they have a little office. Come and apply for a job. Right? Before taking people from Georgetown and from these East Coast and West Coast,
put up a hotel and all.
Yeah, till in those areas, you know, to work. So, and the people then will be more comfortable in the area because they know that they also are getting a daily bread from that contract. Right? But the government does not do that. You know, they just give you a contract. Okay, you got to go to iTunes and you got to do this job. Yeah, you want the contract, you go. That's about it. You know, we cannot operate like that.
You see,
we have to operate in a way like even in area. Let me say as a Cubo for a matter of fact. If a drain has to, or a trench has to dig in its Cubo, if it's the right field, even, check all those people who in that area of right field and make an announcement and invite everybody. So look, y'all want this thing to dig here? We are suggesting we're going to dig it 10 feet wide and we're going to dig it 4 feet deep. Right? People are bidding, they put out a contract, people bid for the contract. Get the people them who are along that trench where they have to dig, involved and say, look, we're giving out this contract. You is to ensure that this thing dig 4 feet deep and 10 feet wide because it's your benefit. Right? Because when it finished and we pay these people off, you will not complain. So before you pay the final payment to the contractor, you call back a meeting again and ask the people, the residents from that area, are you satisfied? Everything done according to specification? Yes. now government will pay off this thing.
And that is the kind of progressive thinking that needs to go into the administration of things in the country. We have got to look at all these kind of things in a very critical way. We have to be very careful that we involve the community. I've lived across the Caribbean, I've lived in North America, and those are the things that happen. Guyana has 10 administrative regions, and then within those regions you have smaller cities and so on. And the hope, the vision for when I understood what the local government elections was supposed to do, I was excited, and that is why I ran as an independent candidate, because I thought that I could represent my constituency. You see, so that I can do that. Like what you were suggesting, if any work is supposed to be done in my area, I would know, and I would be able to call up some of my unemployed guys and girls and get them involved in cleaning the drains or whatever. That's how I envision local government.
And you will get a lot of self-help doing that too.
Of course, but now I don't know, the elections have passed, and now it looks as though central government is running everything. It looks as though that the local people don't have a say.
But this is how it was for 50 odd years, Pastor. And this is why the URP are saying that political parties should not run local government election.
They should not compete.
They shouldn't compete for local government election. They should allow the community to form themselves into groups and contest between themselves that election. Because you are government already. You are overseeing everything anywhere. But they will have more interest because they will know exactly what has to be done and what you think political party. Why you think they're getting involved in local government?
Because it's power.
They want to control all these people. So look, I will get vote from you. But think broader, man. Think why out of the box. Think that if you're doing the right thing, you not even got to go and campaign so much, because people will know that you are for them and you're looking into their interests. But because they know the wickedness what they're doing, they can't do that. They have to, control everybody's lives. We do not want nobody to control anybody's life. We want to work with people. URP want to work with everybody. We are not telling you that we'll give you this and give you that, like what is two political party telling. We are telling you that if you want something, the URP will work with you to get it. Because we don't have anything. Everything is yours already. We do not have anything. And they do not have anything too. But they mislead the people. People have to understand that you, the people, taxpayer, paying them, and even they misuse the money, and they steal funds in this country. You, the taxpayer, got to pay for it.
It's your money.
So it's you they're stealing from all the time. So when you come with that say, I got as long as Kulima there run as president, me not care who my thief, but you fail to understand. Are you them a thief from? The same person that you're proud of running, they're turning back and steal from you. Do you like that? The same thing with the black people. They said, as long as a black man run as president, I don't care who my thief. What are you them a thief from? Look, Pastor, I just travel and go to Essecubo. Anytime with the speedboat. And as soon as I meet sometime in Porico, or I meet in Wakanam, in Supanam, people go come tell me, Mr. Bandu, take this boat, man. You can afford this. It's only 20 grand, $20,000. I know you can afford it. And you know what I turned and tell them, Pastor? I said, you know what? One, I'm not in a hurry. I can wait as a passenger like everybody else. Right? Two, I will pay you $20,000. Fine. But if two of us traveling, because I always got somebody travel with me, it's only $2,600, $1,300 per person. Right. So I will save $17,400. I said, you know how many the $17,400? You know how many people I can help with it? Huh? And a few times they do that and they realize what I'm saying, they never ask me why about anymore. Because why would I play big shot and spend enormous amount of money,
you could help
where we can help somebody, to be a better human being.
I think that something happens to certain people, especially career politicians, that they tend to lose their patriotic desires. So that what they do, they don't do it to help the country. It is done to help them and their friends and their families and their cronies. I don't think that we have, I was talking to Oscar Ramjeet, and we talked about that on the last time. And Oscar Ramjeet was a Guyanese Solicitor General in St. Vincent. He was there in Montserrat, Belize, very well known guy. And he speaks of the fact that there are some people who are more interested in their personal well-being than them being patriotic. They have lost. And he says that he spent some time with Barnum. And even though Barnum was wicked and stuff, and he talks about the wickedness, he speaks of the notion that Barnum had a way of putting Guyana first. He had a patriotic vein in him. I am looking to see that. It looks as though people today just want to get all they can and weaken the finances of the government, of the country, weaken the
environment. Yeah, but Pastor, what really happened? Many people can have money and control money. Many people are not accustomed to power. They are not accustomed to those things. So when they get into this position and the money comes to them, they see as much as they can take to push in their back pocket. And when they get this power, people recognize them and this and that, it flies to their head. Not everybody, Pastor, not everybody can handle power. Not everybody can handle money. And that's from my experience in life about people, right? So these things fly up in their head. They forget all the good things they're supposed to do about life. You have to be a really open-minded person. To have that, nothing fools your eye. Money is nothing to you. Power is nothing. All what you're here is to serve your people. And if you can think that way, you will be going in the right direction.
But somebody needs to be responsible for disseminating that. Somebody has to be responsible for holding people accountable. And if you can't hold them accountable by just advising them, then you have to hold them accountable legally. So you got to lock up people and take away people's stuff that they got by ill-gotten gain. You see, you got to...
You only can get that done when you have somebody who are fair and who are sincere in what they're doing.
But this current administration ran on that. They ran on that. Doc, we out of time. I tell you, man, we get engrossed in this time. Take a 10 seconds, Doc, and talk to the folks.
I would like to appeal to you again. Please look at us with a serious eye. We are here for you, the people of Guyana. We are here. We love you. We care for you, and we want to do right by you. I thank you, and God bless you.
We're completely out of time. God bless you. God bless you real good. Visit us, www.urpguyana.com, or on our Facebook page, URP Guyana. God bless you until next week. Take care. Bye.